they're able to articulate a risk in the language of a CFO, risk in the language of a board member, risk in the language the CEO can understand, right? So then everybody is invested. When everybody is invested, then it's a good thing. Then, you don't really want, see, today we are living in an age where CISOs are going to jail.
Correct.
Right? Look at the story from Australia, look at this, So if everybody is on board with the idea of, risk reduction, and they all are able to see the way they understand risk, that's what they want.
Absolutely.
That
You're
is,
spot on.
yeah, it's like, so when I meet some of my great CISO friends at large companies or even small companies where they're really great CISOs, they're like, when we go to the board, we tell the board, I have a 5-minute version, I have a 15-minute version, and I have a 30-minute version.
Yeah. Which one you want?
Which version do you guys want?
Yeah.
Right? And they don't feel offended. They're like, let's go to the 15-minute version this time because we had a 5-minute version last time.
Wonderful.
And when your report speaks the right language of risk that the people can, understand and absorb, that's the best way to talk about, your cyber hygiene and how you have improved.
Absolutely.
That's the whole idea. And this is something that I see happening, and getting better day in, day out. So it gives me solace, a lot of solace. That people think they're in control, and they think they're in control because they're doing all the right things. They're in sync with their board. Of course, the board is questioning them, but they do have the right answers in place. Right? So everybody needs to just get there.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
And in fact, looking at privacy overall, I mean, talking about risk, you rightly pointed, orchestrating and getting a complete visual or view of my entire IT landscapes. I mean, IT landscape is a glorified word now, but it's getting a complete vision of my entire risk posture and then taking decisions. Now, with all of this, I mean, there are KEVs, there are 0 days, all of those coming in. What do you think? I mean, is privacy a myth?
Privacy is not a myth, but privacy is definitely something that was an afterthought. Right? In certain areas, security and privacy are inversely proportional. Right? So now they're trying to balance. Right? And I believe the right way to ask people to balance is not by telling them that if you don't do this, there's a penalty.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
That means we are just scaring.
Correct.
It has to be, everything that you want to be a part of somebody's regular life must be something that goes via more discipline and not a punishment approach.
Correct.
Right? Okay, but if the punishment approach is working, so it be. But it's definitely getting to a place where we want to, because privacy is also very important.
Correct.
Right? Because see, risk representation in variety of dashboards. Nobody loves it anymore. They think we are doing dashboard tourism.
Right.
Too much dashboard tourism. Looking at risk does not reduce risk.
Correct.
It is like, somebody going to somebody weighing himself on a weighing scale 3 times a day, but not going to the gym.
Absolutely.
I'm just looking at risk, this angle, that angle, right?
Yeah.
So what people are doing is, now they're trying to make sure that there is, efforts to remediate.
Correct.
Right? Now, when you come to privacy there, people are adopting privacy by design, right? When somebody is adopting privacy by design, he's not really doing it because there's penalty at the end. He wants to do the right justice to the end users.
Correct.
Because ultimately, see, your cyber insurance can probably cover you for reputational damage.
True.
Okay? But how will you go convince your users that we are not going to commit the same mistake twice? So, if the privacy involves end users, the privacy involves people who lose things, that might, harm them in a much bigger way. So, they're balancing,